Like a lot of fighters don't care about honor; they care about what they can put on the contract. And Terence Crawford could have done that and could have gotten some sort of leeway with that. But I think the reason Canelo takes this fight is because Terence Crawford said, "Hey, listen, I'm not trying to take anything from you. I want to fight you as yourself, as your true self." And I'm pretty sure when that fax or that email came across, Canelo likely was laughing like, "You're gonna fight me without, any clauses whatsoever." And that's respectable, man. I can't take anything away from him for that, man. That was amazing work what I saw, man. In a better way. This was like one of the greatest fights I've seen, and not because of the action, but because of what was done and who was done to and by whom it was done. Right. That is something I can't erase. Like Terrence Crawford became a legend tonight. But leading up to this fight, I thought it was 50-50 due to the fact that I just say, hey, he's a great little guy, small guy. I think he had more skills offensively, and he showed that tonight. But I thought that the things that Canelo would have to do to win the fight would be, start off early with the body shots, which he did, and hopefully slow Terrence Crawford down in the later rounds and have him stand right in front of him, which he did. And that's why that fight was amazing to me, because the reason I picked Canelo was because I thought that it would go the way it went, meaning Canelo would start off with body shots early and he would slow down Terrence Crawford and try to rough him up late. And he did those things. The fact that Terrence Crawford fought a style and fought his own style, which I thought would play against him, meaning he likes to exchange, he likes to get right up in your face and throw punches. I thought if he did that against Canelo, whether you're southpaw or not, it's not going to work, because when Canelo lands those heavier shots, it's a little different. And when you watch the Madrimov fight, I thought Madrimov actually did better against Crawford than Canelo did, right? So I thought it would go different due to the fact that Crawford was going to come out here and try to show everybody, hey, I can knock this guy out. And I thought that would be a mistake. It was not. So hats go off. Y'all got a hat, take it off. But give your respect to Terrence Crawford for what he just pulled off tonight, because that's a feat that you won't see in boxing, I don't think, ever again. I mean, you had guys jump up and wait, like Sugar Ray Leonard versus I think his name was Londa or Londi. I forgot the guy's name, but he jumped up to light heavyweight and knocked this guy out. But he wasn't the caliber of a Canelo Alvarez. So for Terrence Crawford to go up and wait, never really fighting a great fighter. He fought a bunch of good guys, but never fought a guy that I would say was great, because even the Errol Spence fight, I thought he had that in the bag years before it happened. You guys can see the breakdowns on my Akoye Media channel. Those of you who are over at Akoye Media, make sure you follow Kretschman Media as well, because this is where Akoye Knows Boxing will be. So make sure you follow this channel. The reason I'm going live on both channels right now is so that you guys can bleed over and start to follow this channel as well. But just understand, like the things that I saw tonight, I'm going to break down round by round what happened and why it happened. And I'm shocked, man. I'm not even holding you. I'm really shocked right now, man. Because I just didn't think it was going to go that way. I thought it would be an exciting fight, which it was. I had it 7-5 Crawford. I think Crawford turned it up in like round 9. He just started going off. But what shocked me was the fact that he was able to stand still right in front of Canelo and throw pity pat shots, just showing like he was comfortable. He was comfortable. He was comfortable. He said, put the link in the description. I shall. Hold on one second. Hold on. I'll get the link for you. I'll have the producer throw the link in there for you. But we'll add that, and I'll keep adding as I get moderators on this channel. We'll have them do that as well. Let me give some shout outs to everybody that I do recognize. Ty Church, what's up, man? Damn, y'all in here, man. Y'all showing some love in here too. Get right or get left. I like that name, man. Shout out to you. What's up? Terrence Bosley, what's good? Ghost, what's good? Christopher, Bryce Lynch, Anthony Carrier, Marcus Montgomery. How y'all doing, man? He said Bud took belt to ass. Some young boy just said that to me after he beat my ass in Madden, man. He was at my house for my daughter's party. He whooped my ass in Madden and said, I'm putting belt to ass. I felt disrespected, hurt my feelings. We know this is your sport. Yeah, it's definitely my sport, but shit, I definitely was wrong tonight. I lost like $150 a night. I thought I thought Terence Crawford was going to be like a late round stoppage or a split decision loss. I only had Canelo winning 3 rounds. Crawford dominated. I had Canelo win 5. I thought that they were competitive. Like when you look at the beginning of the fight, I thought the first round was close enough. And you guys got to realize, like, when you're watching as a fan, and I'm not trying to take anything away from any of the fans. Like I don't like when people talk as elitist when it comes to anything or any sport, because you guys have a mind just like anybody else, right? But when you're watching a guy that you like, when you're a fan of a certain guy, there's confirmation bias, even from me, because when I'm watching my guy, I only see the damage that he's doing to the other guy. I'm not really watching what the other guy's doing to my guy, right? So I watched in the first round. I thought that Canelo came out and was landing good body shots. Crawford didn't really land anything substantial in the first round, but Canelo did. But it was to the body, and people don't give those punches enough credit, in my opinion. But I watched the reactions of Terence Crawford when he was hit to the body, and I thought that Canelo did a good job in the first round. I think the second and the third round Crawford took, and that's how I was scoring it. So by round 4, it was 3-1 Crawford at the end of round 4, in my opinion. And then I think round 5, Canelo took that round. So I had it 3-2, and then we went from there. But when you break down what Crawford did in those early rounds, I thought that he did what we thought he would do, like early on, moving around, using the ring, taking angles. I think that coming out as a southpaw initially, he did that in his last 2 fights. In his biggest fights, he didn't play around as a conventional fighter at all. And that's because when you watch Terence Crawford, I don't know why he hasn't fought as a true southpaw for most of his career, because when you watch him, historically, I've broken him down in the past, right? Where I broke down his fight against Kell Brook. Kell Brook, although that fight ended pretty fast, Terence Crawford started that fight off as a conventional fighter, and Kell Brook was beating him to the punch all day in the first round. He was whooping his ass, right? Terence Crawford switched to southpaw and knocked him out immediately in the second round. So Terence Crawford knows that his best style is southpaw. When you watched him versus Errol Spence, he came out initially as a southpaw. He didn't play around. And he did the same thing with Canelo because he needed that angle advantage. Because Canelo, I think if he would have fought in spurts as a conventional fighter, those rounds would have been closer and easier for Canelo to deal with because he wouldn't have had the angle advantage. So hat goes off to him. That's not an excuse at all. That's just good strategy on Terence Crawford's part to know that I can't come out here and fight my true style. I can't fight conventional against this guy. I need the angle advantage. I need every advantage I can get. And to be quite honest, he deserves that because the reason I give Terence Crawford the utmost respect and credit for this fight is because of what he did before the fight. It had nothing to do with the fight. I give him respect for asking for the fight. That's one. Asking for the fight and not bitching and excuse my French. I don't want to curse on this show, but asking for the fight and not complaining about catch weights, about rehydration clauses, any of that stuff. He wanted to fight the man as his true self, and that's why the precedents that he just set and what Turkey Al-Sheikh has said as well with Riyadh season, the precedent that they're setting is like you're going to get the utmost energy and the best fights out there because they're fighting with honor. Like that's honor. Like a lot of fighters don't care about honor; they care about what they can put on the contract. And Terence Crawford could have done that and could have gotten some sort of leeway with that. But I think the reason Canelo takes this fight is because Terence Crawford said, "Hey, listen, I'm not trying to take anything from you. I want to fight you as yourself, as your true self." And I'm pretty sure when that fax or that email came across, Canelo likely was laughing like, "You're gonna fight me without, any clauses whatsoever." And that's respectable, man. I can't take anything away from him for that, man. That was amazing work what I saw, man.